Hello everyone, it's me, Karakon Pulveron, and yes, we are streaming today. One, because I'm not gonna have a stream next week Tuesday because I have some things to do, but I think we'll be able to stream on Friday. And you know what? You girly can't wait for Roadwarden for 2 weeks, girl. Like no, I need to see the ending now. Like no, 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 no. So we're gonna have a random stream today. I know it's so random, so crazy, but we need to. The thing is that I need to see the ending more than anything. I need to see the ending. I'm so ready for this ending. You guys can't believe how ready I am. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I worked so. Oh, wrong game, wrong game. Stop, 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 stop. I accidentally clicked inscription, but I was playing inscription earlier because your girlie is obsessed with inscription too. I've been playing inscription for a while. Before I stream, I always play inscription. Okay, exit game. Not this one, not this one. We're playing Roadwarden tonight. It's now like one of my comfort game, honestly, inscription. Because of how fun it is. Where is Road? R. There you go. Roadwarden! Oh my gosh, I've been playing it for over 45 hours. That's crazy. But yes, we are ending this game today. Your girlie needs to see the ending. I need to see it. I need to see it. I think though we've encountered a glitch. Yeah, because I can't get. If you haven't seen the stream yesterday, I cannot get AGDs. Yeah, I can't even say her name. Agidia, her the daughter of the mayor. Well, the former daughter of the mayor. To come with my crew, and I really want her to be with my crew because based on her background, she seemed like such a great character to bring to the island, to the High Islands, because today we're going to the High Islands. Okay, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Here we go. Ahem, ahem, ahem. Actually, can you guys see Roadwarden yet? Oh, there you go. Okay. This is so crazy. Okay. Travels invite debt. Does it know that we're very close to the ending? Does it know? I honestly don't know if the High Islands are the ending, but I assume that it is. I really do. So we're just gonna enter the game now. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's go. Let's load. Okay. I think I saved twice. Yes, just in case if anything happens. Okay, I'll show you guys. I think there's a glitch because if you've seen the game last time, it said I could invite 7 people from all the people that I've talked to, but okay, let me show you guys. Okay, we have 13 hours. We can travel. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. Let's travel. I walk away. I walk away. We travel. I'll show you guys. I can't invite her anymore, which is strange because originally I could. And I think this is a glitch. I think it's a glitch. Because she's waiting for me, you know what I mean? Good to see that you're alive. It's time for me to leave. I can't have anything. It's so annoying. But I think it's a glitch, that's the thing. But I really wanted her to come with me. So, but we're going to the High Islands today. So let's go. 5, here you go. Okay, we already read this. She spreads her arms. I'm not sure if we should hug her or if I should nod. Let's try nodding. Okay, after a few moments you meet again. Well, let me know when you need me. Okay, let me check what happens if I embrace her. Okay, it's just describing her, just like last time. Okay. So, I walk away. I approach the guards. Let's go. Okay. We entered the inn. I'm gonna invite the bandit. Although I know this is gonna be it's a really strange choice, right? It's a really, really strange choice for me to invite some random dude. But again, I think because he kept saying that he's so handsome, maybe he has something up his sleeve. Maybe he was a noble's child or something and has something around his sleeve or something. Okay, so we're gonna bring him. Okay, And then I also want to bring... At first, I wasn't sure if I don't want to bring Pirius. Hell nah. Pirius already lied to me before. And also, if he can lie to Gale Rocks, that means he can lie to me anytime. So I don't want to bring him. Maybe Quintus. Let's bring Quintus. I've actually been thinking if I should bring Quintus or not. Because I was worried that he's such a sweetheart. I'm worried that he might get hurt. But... we need all the manpower that we can get, so I need you to return the favor. We're gonna get him. Okay. I entered the inn. Innkeeper, show me your wares. Do I have anything that I need? Forget. Okay, that's all I need. I go outside. Okay, we travel. Let me first save. Let's do a quick save. Okay, and then let's travel. I think the next person that we can invite is... over here at the Northern Road and at the creeks, because I want to bring Ephraim and I want to bring the Tirsus, because I feel like Tirsus would be very helpful. Oh, what the heck? Travel. We're going to the peat fields. Okay, there we go. I'm heading for High Island. Let's go. Okay, we already talked to him about that before. Now we're going to the creeks. I want to invite Ephraim. I don't know if this is gonna be a good choice, but I'm gonna ask him. What am I? A fish? He emphasizes his question by grabbing his hat's jaw. I'm going to kill you if you let me drown. Salt water tastes like pee. See, this is why I didn't want to invite Ephraim at first, because I'm worried that because he hasn't had such much experience in the outside world, I'm worried that Ephraim will have like a hard time. But I think... because I can invite 4 people, I'm gonna bring Ephraim. Before you ask him how much he knows about the taste of piss, he raises his voice proudly. You had my word, and I'm ready to answer for your call, friend. Okay. Have a good day hunting. Okay, I'll see you later. Old Hava. I need some supplies. Okay. I'm gonna get a fish trap just in case. Should I get a roast chicken? Let me check out my inventory real quick. How many roast chickens do I have? I have 2. Okay, I'm gonna get 1 more. Because I don't know how much food I need or how much food I need to give to my members. So I'm gonna get 1 more. Okay, let's travel. Farewell. Travel. I think we're good. Okay, let's go to Gale Rocks maybe? Gale Rocks, because I want to buy some supplies before we head to High Island. I want to get some quills. Wait, let me check out my list real quick in case if I missed anything. Roadwarden. Food rations, yes. Okay, we already got food rations. Okay, quills. Okay, I need to get some quills. Okay, where is it? The armorer. I need to get... quarrels. Okay, that one. I need this one. Step away. Let me see. Navica. I walk away. Aquila. I might need some perfume. I have no idea. Should I? But that's like, it's just expensive. Petros, no. Bodios. Portia. Sure, I'd like a meal. Okay, I got nothing. I step away. Rafina. I think we're good. Maybe I should get the... Maybe I should get the Gammonson repair kit. Okay. And then I'll get also the sewing kit, just in case. Oh, I'm so poor. I smell poor! Okay. Got 15 left. Severina, let's check out. Okay, nothing. Okay. I think we're ready. Okay, travel. Let's go. I consider living for High Island. The boat awaits you for your cost. You need exactly... So far, 7 souls. You need to start preparations in the morning. Before leaving, make sure you're well prepared to face the unknown. Okay, so I need to do it in the morning. Ah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, wait. Okay, let's load. Ah, yes. Load. No, load as in like settings. Okay. Let's load. I think I forgot to buy some. Yeah, I think I forgot to buy some. Okay, we negotiate. 5. Okay. Embrace. Walk away. Save. I enter the inn. I go to the innkeeper. Show me your wares. I want to buy some food rations, please. There you go. That's the one that I needed. I need for some more food rations. I forgot to buy some food rations. Forget. Save. Okay. That's all I need. Okay, I look at the main square again. I want to get the bandit. Okay, so we got the bandit. We're going for Quintus. Okay. Just like earlier. I'm not going for Berrios again. I don't believe in him. Okay, we're good. Just checking. Did I get everything that I need? Sorry, I need to double check to make sure that everything's good. Warden. Okay, I go outside. Oh, do I need to talk to Tulia? I'm still looking for a crew. Fine, fine. I don't know if you're trustworthy, but you're capable. That's sure. Count me in. Thanks, Tulia. Okay. You're welcome. I take another look at the main hall. Okay, so we got Tulia too. Because at first I couldn't get Tulia as well. Okay, let's save. Let's travel. I really annoyed that I really can't get her, even though like I should be able to. I think it's a glitch. Because sometimes I think this game glitches and it's annoying. I think we're good though. Berrios, no. Okay, travel. Okay, I'm just gonna check the Green Mountain just in case if I need anything from them. Okay, nothing. Gotcha. Okay, always good to double check. That's why I go around. Okay, then what else do I need? Okay, we got everything from Pelt of the North. Old Forest Garden. Peat Fields. I need to go to the Peat Fields. I'm heading for a High Island. I need you to open the pat. Oh no, I need to think about it. Okay, better do something. Wait, did I already ask him? Okay, travel. Peat Fields. Peat Fields. Gosh. Okay, High Island, save. Okay, travel. We're going to the creeks or... We're going to the creeks. Okay. Save. Ela. Efren. High Island. Have a good hunting. Old Hava. Need some supplies. Okay, I'm gonna get a fishing trap and the roast chicken. Save. Farewell. Okay, we'll travel again. Foggy Stowe. Okay, let's go to Gale Rocks again. Gale Rocks. Okay, I need... Taylor, what can you do for me? I need Gavinson repair kit. I need a sewing kit. I think we're good. Outfit repairs were fine. Okay, we're good with that. Save. Thanks. Aquila, Portia to cook. I'd like a meal. Okay, we can't buy anything more for them. Step away. The armorer. There you go. I need equipment. Quarrels. Okay, there we go. Save. I step away. Taylor, we're good, I think. Boat Batman, boat maker, the gossip. Okay, let's travel again. Okay, so let me see. I think we got Ela. Wait, let me double check. Did we get Ela? Efren? Oh wait, no, we got Efren. Okay. Load. Okay, we got everything. Okay, let's travel. We're going back to Foggy's. Okay, I need to enter the tavern. I want to go to the alchemy set. I need the healing potion. What? Wait, load. Okay. I step away. Travel. Give me... Let me go to the peat fields. You know what? Okay. Again. Okay, you guys didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Close your eyes. Okay. Negotiate. Here, 5. Raise her. Save. Okay. We're gonna save also here on the 3rd spot over here. Okay, return. Walk away. Approach the end. Goodness, I keep saying this, but I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, buy 1. Okay, anything? Forget. Okay, that's all I need to go outside. No. I go to Tulia. Still looking for a crew. Thanks, Tulia. Go outside. Oops. Bandit. Okay, go outside. In Quintus. High Island. Okay, go outside. Save. Okay, save. Yes. Return. Okay. Travel. Gosh. What did I do earlier? I'm so confused with my own thing. I'm not gonna ask for help from the druids also. Let's go to Foggies. Oh wait, no. Did I get the right way? No, load. Okay, travel. We're going to the creeks first, or should we? Let's go to the peat fields first. Head to a high island. Okay, save. Show me your alchemical ingredients. Give me these. Okay, because I want to make another healing potion just in case if anything happens. Okay. Settings. Save. The 3rd one again. Yes, because I'm keeping these just in case if anything happens. Okay, let's travel. Go to creeks. Gotta talk to Ephron. I need your help. Have a walk. Good day hunting. Save. Okay, settings. Save. Because I know I'm clumsy as heck. Okay, return. Okay, travel. We got 4 hours. Gale Rocks. Okay, Gale Rocks. Then the cook. Oh wait, no. Load. What the heck? I forgot to go to Old Hava. I need supplies. Fish trap, roast chicken. Save. Farewell. Travel. Goodness gracious. Wait, let me see. Inventory. How much food do I have? Did I get everything that I need? Okay. I thought I didn't get. Okay. Okay, we got save. Okay, there. Yes. Okay, return. Okay, travel. Okay, Gale Rocks. Gosh, you guys. I'm sorry. I keep having to load everything up because I need to be very tactical about this. Let's see. The cook. I'd like a meal. Okay, I can't buy anything from her. The armor. New equipment. Okay, buy 2. Quarrels. I need quarrels. Save. Step away. I need the tailor. What can you do for me? Gammonson repair kit. Sewing kit. Okay. Save. Gotcha. Okay. Save right there. Yes. Okay, return. Thanks, I head outside. I think we're good. Yep, we got some time. I think we're good. The tailor, the cook, the gossip, the boat maker. I think we're good. Okay, let's go back to Foggies. I need to go back to Foggies so that we can also get. I don't wanna pay the foragers. Like, I know that they can help, but I'm worried that they're gonna get so flustered. So based on Civi's like personality before, like especially during when we're talking about like going outside, they're kind of flustered a lot. So I'm wondering if I try to invite them, they might like get flustered, and I don't want that, especially we're getting a big crew. So I'm not gonna do that right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enter the Foggies, and then let's ask about High Island. High Island. Okay. Okay. She leans forwards, but her voice seems to be incapable of a whisper. You don't plan to swim there, do you? You got there without a boat. And with a boat, it's still a dice roll. There's always a drunk or two in rocks and howlers who says they've been there, But it's all rubbish. They hardly touch the island's walls. You try to pressure her a bit, but she doesn't learn much. She claims it's a high above the sea and top of a wall like steep cliff. A rope may not be enough for one to get to the top. From time to time, a pillar of smoke flies out of a volcano in the center of the island. The whole place is green, with animals as great as dragons. Could it store treasures like the folks say? Maybe, but no soul knows where to look for them. All I know is that some child started the table and played with everyone's desperate dreams. Okay, thanks. Yeah, the colonizers, basically. I try to remember, is there someone you know who's been to High Island? Ask Navica. Okay, Navica of the Gale Rocks. Okay, let's see. Forget, buy something. Ooh, I don't need any more fresh meals. Time for me to go. Okay, let's save. Alchemy set. Healing potion. First recipe. Clean up everything. Gosh, okay, let's save. And then let's, oh, it's day 63. Holy, okay, let's sleep. Goodness gracious. Okay, I go down. I want to check if I have everything. Okay, I do. Alright. Maybe another time I step away. Okay, it's time for me to go. Okay, you guys. I think it's time for me to go. Let's go to the High Islands, you guys. Ooh, okay, let's save. Let's travel. I'm gonna go to talk to Navica just in case. I thought I talked to Navica already, but I guess I was wrong. Navica, you've been to High Island. She looks at you with a mixture of shock and hatred. And what do you want me to do about it? Make others turn against me, Roadwarden? My village will be by my side. I'm not one to spread rumors. Tell me what you know about it and I'll keep quiet. She scowls at you. And it's meant for me to trust you? You're kidding, right? You think you can hurt me? You think you're knowing the answer as when it carries on? Yep, a few sea folk paid me to take them there. Just as the war started. It was more than half my age ago, right? I thought coins would save us from the barbarians. Stupid. I landed at the edge of the island. Waited for them until dawn. They were meant to look for something at the bottom of the volcano, I guess. They didn't come back, so I came back all alone. Dawn, you repeat, and she gulps loudly. Then she clicks her tongue. Yep, you can't get into High Island in sunlight. Tides are too low to reach the cave. You know about the cave behind the closer waterfall? She doesn't wait for your answer, growling as she tries to recollect her memories. I ain't seen what's inside, did my best to stay quiet. So I need a boat to get there and I need to do it during the nighttime. Sucks to be you. She reaches for an adze and grabs it with great strength. I could be used the help of an experienced sailor. You must be kidding, seeing your look. She gestures for you to get out of here. I wouldn't trust my harpy ass if I were a young lass. I walk away. Okay, so she is definitely not one to be messed with. Tell me about your services. Bath and laundry. Okay, save. Okay, step away. Portion to cook. I'd like a meal, please. 0. Step away. Save. Can I go there now? I consider. There you go. Okay. This is it, you guys. This is it. This is it. Okay, let me save boat and also end the huge save. Okay, this is it, you guys. This is it. Okay, we're gonna save. I'm gonna save twice just in case because I know myself right there. Okay, it's time. It's time. We're gonna travel. We're gonna finally go to High Island. And I'm gonna see the ending, I guess. I gather my crew. A boat awaits you at the coast. You need to take exactly 4 people with you, and so far 8 souls will be willing to join you. To leave with your crew, you need to start preparations in the morning. Before leaving, better make sure you're well prepared to face the unknown. I don't know if I'm ready, but I got everything I think I need, so I'm gonna gather my crew, and we're going. Okay. She won't travel to Howlers. Okay. The thing is that I need her, but she won't come with me. Okay, let's try here. I got my crew. See, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was wrong. I guess. Oh man, that sucks. Well, I paid 42 for nothing. Dang it. Okay, let's save. Let's travel. Okay. I gather my crew. Free Spirit Archeress. Let's go with her. I want her. Oh, I can only get 4. I can only get 4. Gosh darn it. Okay. I need her. I'd like Dalit maybe. Dalit, not Perios. Quintus. Quintus or for sure the girls are great. I would love Tulia too, but I'm worried that she's maybe traumatized from her last thing. So we're going for Aegida, Dalit. Okay. I want to go with Tircis for sure. Tircis for sure. The bandits. The thing is that I'm wondering if I can trust him. Ephraim. Quintus. I'm thinking. Do I want Tulia instead of Ephraim? Dang it. It's so difficult. This is so difficult to choose. Okay. We're going for... Because for sure, I'm really sure about Aegidia, Dalit, and Tircis. These are the 3 that I'm very sure of. I'm not sure with Tulia. I'm pretty sure... Well, she's an army veteran, right? Can I go with Ephraim? Dang it. Okay. Okay, so I can only choose... Really, I can only choose 4. If I go with Quintus, he is strong. He definitely will have the strength, right? Dalit already has the strength. Aegida, Archeress. It's great. Tulia. I'm worried about Tulia. Okay, at least I'm sure about 3. It's either Quintus or Ephraim now. And Bandit. Let's try Ephraim. Ooh, okay, let's try. Oh, I don't know if it is good. Oh, I don't know. I'm going. We're going. You and your companions shove the boat into the water. You take a deep breath of the chilling air. You adjust your clothes, but even their second layer is barely enough to keep you warm in the breeze. You stare into the night and listen to the roaring waves. The seagulls jump between the teeth-like rocks, seeking food and rest, unaware of Ephraim's hungry glances. You look around. Sally is hidden inside Aegida's cabin, but you doubt it's going to have a good sleep. You turn towards the others. If you've got any questions, now is the good moment to ask them. We've got a few rough hours ahead, but stick together, we're going to make it. I clear my throat. We're going to head into danger, but we'll return as heroes. Okay, let's save. I'm gonna save one more over here. So that's not good because my palfrey is gonna stay in Aegida's place. I don't know if it's gonna be safe there. If only I left my frickin' palfrey with the druids, that would have been safer, honestly. If I left my horse with the druids, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but if I left my horse with the druids, it would have been a lot better. But I don't know why my palfrey's still with me, with Aegida's, especially with the harpies around. You know what I mean? I'm just really worried about it, basically. So, let's save. I want to check what happened because I have two. I have only 2 choices that I really want to do. If you have got any questions, I'd like to answer them. Or we've got a few rough hours ahead, but stick together. We're all going to make it. Let's go with the first one first because I want to see what will happen. Is the water always so loud and angry? Dalit addresses no one in particular, even if gorgeous. Tircis wraps his creepers around his arms. Don't let me start. I've got all the questions. You all get into the boat and grab the planks. Not used to swaying. gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Tearses. Okay, I'm glad that I brought Tearses. Comedy relief. We can do this. Because it's not me. I'm pretty sure I could solo this. Probably. I doubt myself, but maybe. But yeah. We are doing this together. All three of us. Well, no. All five of us. First few minutes are the slowest. You push off the sharp rocks with the oars, and even your arms, but the restless waves charge at the boat again and again. Above the dark salty waters through the bright night, you can see the outline of High Island. You get used to the rhythm of rowing. Your allies are focused on the struggle at hand. Rowing will be harsh, but better to take turns. Ooh, okay. The waves in the deeper waters get tall enough to splash your lips. That's when the harpies take their chance. The pack of monsters are strong, lowers their flight, seeking opportunities to strike. But harpies are cowards, that's the thing. They're absolute cowards. Their fluttering bat-like wings try to oppose the wind. The creatures are smaller than goblins with ape-like features and talons that make you think of a parrot. It's too dark to tell the color of their fur. Okay, I'm gonna save. But I'm pretty sure... Okay, I don't want to solo this because I have people with me. I don't know if my quarrels are kulang or like, you know, if it's what's kulang? If it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. So, let's save. I'm gonna save the blinding power there for now, especially since harpies are known for being cowards. And let's try doing crossbow. If you can, shoot them. Aegidius arrows cause havoc. Havoc. How do I pronounce her name easily? Aegidius? We're gonna just call her Aegidia. I'm just gonna call her A or something. I don't know. It's so difficult to pronounce. Aegidius. Aegidius. I don't know. Why is it so difficult to pronounce her name? Arrows cause havoc and keep you safe for another few breaths. The shells of the harpies hit the water only to get dragged away by the waves. Dalit releases only one quarrel before she reaches for her axe, but her powerful shots tear off a harpy's head. Oh! Dalit, you amazing woman. I love you so much. Holy. But her powerful shots tears off a harpy's head. The dead shell sinks into a rock. That's amazing. Save. Time for my crossbow. After your quarrels hit the harpy's hip, the creature tries to fly for a bit longer, but soon crashes into the water and disappears beneath the surface. Dalit turns towards you with a quarrel in her teeth, what makes her look like she's making a wide grin. Amazing! Dalit, amazing. Also Aegidius, amazing. The remaining members of the pack take no more chances. They spread in various directions, seeking shelter among the tusk-like rocks. Ooh, good job everyone. Great job everyone. Or, well, still alive. Great job everyone. After rowing for an hour or so, you leave the coastal rocks behind. The fierce waterfall ahead won't be too difficult to reach, but if it's not the spot that hides the old harbor, the wasted effort and cold winds will surely exhaust you before you find it. You look north. There's another waterfall there, a much gentler one. Dalit looks at you but says nothing. She seems to be seasick. Oh no, Dalit! Oh no, I forgot she's very... Well, yeah, she's very used to being on her horse too. This is a spot that's planned here. Let's head for the northern waterfall. Ooh. Okay, I'm worried that if we stay here... Okay, let me see. After rowing for an hour, you leave the coastal rocks behind. The fierce waterfall ahead won't be too difficult to reach. But if it's not the spot that hides your old harbor, wasted effort and cold winds will surely exhaust you before you find it. Okay, let's stay here. I'm worried about Dalit. I don't want her to be like super low of health, so let's stay here. This is the spot. Let's try to land here. The long minutes go by and the roar of the waterfall devours all sounds. You spend some time trying to stop the boat somewhere to look up behind the waterfall, but to no avail. Oh, okay. Well, we can't stick to the cliffs. Let's enter the deep water, then head to the other waterfall. Dalit sits down at the bottom of the boards, visibly exhausted from seasickness. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dalit. It may be better not to push her too much after you reach your destination. Finally, you reach your spot. The wall of the island isn't flat here, and the tide lets you reach a few high ledges, a few wide enough for the boat. Even though it's dark, you recognize some old wooden beams as well as the few copper rods remain as an old structure. There's a narrow boat, or rather a small clunk of it, tied to the post just a few steps away from you. All of you get out and scrape the hull against the ash-colored rocks. Let's prepare the ropes. Oh, okay. Okay. Because as I was saying, at first I really thought that, what's the name? Asterion would be dead. Okay, I'm gonna lower the volume. I just realized it's quite loud. Okay, sorry you guys. Okay. So, at first I thought that Asterion would be dead, but then after like having a further interview with the green people, the green tribe people, it seems like Asterion would probably still be alive in this place because they still have some of their people here or something like that, you know? Let's prepare the ropes. Okay. The cave behind the waterfall is maybe 30 feet above you, but getting to it will take some effort. The ancient stairs and handrails have mostly fallen apart, and the slippery rocks are nothing less than a trap. Tircis put these creatures to use. We have 5 strong souls here. Let's move slowly, helping each other every step. The bone hook will make it much easier. Ooh, okay. It's either I ask Tircis or the bone hook. Let's use the bone hook. You give it a shot. Not only does the hook allow you to climb up the rope, but it also helps you test the durability of the bronze rails and sticking out of the root plants. You reach the higher spots of the wall, quickly followed by the rest of your group. Tircis put these creepers to use. Sure, he stretches them out, not only easily grasping the nearest roots and broken stairs, but also supporting your back as you try to move. Okay. We have 5 strong souls here. Let's move slowly, helping each other at every step. Having someone always waiting at the back to help others climb up may slow you down, but the progress is indisputable, and you have enough time to secure a safe way back. Finally, you put yourself up into the dark mouth of the cave and the remains of the original stream. I light up a torch and examine the area. Oh, why is it so small though? Why so small? Why is everything so smooth? The stream roars above you. You light up a torch. The long dark tunnel is moist and full of bats, which is surprised by your presence, flee into the deeper corridors. Finally, off this darn boat. Dalit's face regains color slowly. Her soaked hair is now maybe 1/8 of its regular volume. Ephraim looks around and takes off his hat. As you enter the tomb, the remains of the harbor aren't any more dignified than a pillaged hamlet. The mold and insects spared only a few scraps of wood, while the scavengers scraped clean of any pieces of steel and copper. You run your eyes over and spread the stone stools and the scratches left by the drag carts and hulls. Ahead is a brick wall with no door or hinges. Your crew prepares a few torches, though the last may be half an hour. I prepared my equipment and get ready to reach the surface. Ooh, for a few more minutes you walk by. Wow, it's all so small, all the illustrations. For a few more minutes you walk by the remnants of the past dwellers, the scraps of fabric, stone bowls, a spot with broken chairs and a table. You walk past a few anxious bats and salamanders and plenty of spots from which the water drips into the tunnel. Sooner or later, the stream will break through one of the countless cracks and reclaim its old bed. You freeze when your light touches the black and creamy fur of a beast. Oh! Not sure if you should run. You give a monster a chance to turn to its boulder-like head, caped with a single horn that's the size of a human adult. Oh my gosh, the creature may be as large as heavy as a house, but its eyes open at a time, slowly, as if they haven't decided yet if you're really here. Wow. Wowie zowie. Okay. Okay, well the creature's like, huh? Huh? Humans? There weren't any humans here before. What? There's no way. I look right and left. The creature almost fills up the width of the tunnel. Your crew looks paralyzed with its eyes open. You lower your voice to a whisper. Ooh, okay. I would talk to Dalit, honestly, the most, because Dalit would have like the brains to do this, honestly, because it's creatures. Oh wait, let me lower the volume a bit more. Okay, I thought that the volume was already low enough, but I guess it's not that low. Okay, what would you do, Dalit? Oh wait, let's save. What would you do, Dalit? She scoffs. Brought any giants with you or living dragons? Goodness, Dalit. Okay. Any thoughts, Aegidia? Her lips barely move. Do not touch it. Okay. Any tips, Efren? He takes off his hand off his lips. Stay calm. Tyr's suggestions? Few amulets he has with him rattle as he leans towards you. I've no poisons for unicorns. Oh, it's a unicorn. Okay, it's a unicorn. Gotcha, gotcha. It's gonna eat me alive then. I'll handle it. Okay. It blinks, observing your torch. I walk around it. Okay, let's save. I walk around it. What? Okay. Okay. Wait, let me check. Oh wait. Okay, let me, because I was thinking of either walking around it or friendly. So I guess in this area we should be more friendly. Okay. I'll raise my open palms. Nice cave you got here. I'll just walk right by you, alright? You talk for a bit longer until the unicorn lowers its head and lets out a loud snort, hitting you with the air from its nostrils. You take a step closer, then walk behind the creature's bare, wordy fur. Before you get behind its rear, you have to put your boot on a rock to step over its outstretched leg. Oh, what? The beast returns to sleep while your allies look at you as if you're crazy, but obediently follow your command. Okay, so I should be friendly to everyone here. Because the Green Mountain guys already told me before that unicorns are actually friendly, you just need to talk to it. But I wasn't sure if I should be like talking to it. So at least I kind of know now that I just needed to talk to it. I lead them towards the exit. Only a few boulders separate you from the deep woods. The song of the sea and the hum of the stream are overshadowed by the screeches of the beast and their prey. While there are some rusty remains of an old cart and a gentle slope that was carved by tools, but it leads you towards a wall of shrubs and creatures. You get to the top of a large rock. There is no roads in sight, but you spot a humble trail made by the hooves and paws. The worried looks of your crew are as lost as you are. Goodness gracious, okay. I think about the map from the giant statue. Ooh, let's talk about that. The path doesn't lead directly into the volcano. It matches the ancient trail of stars meant to take you to the main road if it still exists. Okay, let's go with Tots. Hey, Judea. I'm right behind you. What would you do, Dalit? Oh, you don't know the way? Darn it. She pushes her wet hair behind her ear. If you want, we can try to get through the thicket. But I usually left the path finding for other hunters. Any tips, Efren? He sniffs. The woods here aren't that different from ours. Just weather. I should be able to get us through. Tirsus, suggestions? He doesn't even notice your question. He just observes the small cat that's jumping between the tree crowns. Okay. Ooh, I follow the game trail, or I seek the shape of the volcano and head towards it through the wilderness. I kind of wanna roll my dice here. I want to take a risk. Led by Efren, you find a passable route right away. Ooh, see, Efren, the biggest of brains here, or the luckiest guy on earth. It's one of the two. avoiding an upset family of monkeys, and crossing the thicket. Let's go! With a little difficulty. Okay. Efren was a good choice. Efren was a good choice. I have a very good crew with me right now. After a few minutes, you reach what seems to be a proper trail. Beaten, wider than a wagon, and leading both towards the volcano and away from it. Among the thicket, you spot the remains of a stone wall, since long collapsed. Ooh, okay. Let me just lower the volume just in case if anything happens, okay? Because I don't want to be copyrighted again by YouTube. You know, YouTube has been copyrighting me so much on the volume, I swear. Okay. For now, we'll stick with this route. Yep. Okay. The further trail is canopied by overhanging trees. The blocking moonlight, you hear the panicked hooves and flapping of wings, but you can hardly see anything. Aegidia steps ahead and looks around. Brought any light? I've got a lantern, baby, don't worry. You grab your tinderbox, crouch down, and after a few breaths, you shove the lit candle into the frame. You stand up and shake the lantern. It holds. You move it free of limits of the night sky as the yellow glimmer dances on the leaves. Just pay attention to the sounds. Ooh, the familiar yells of howls fill up the path ahead. The monkeys are moving to the creek hounds, barely visible. The longer you are here, the greater pain thumping the side of your skull. The territory is vast, and you don't need to attack to wound you. They don't need to attack you to wound you. Okay. Okay. So, I need them to plug their ears. Okay, I need them to plug their ears because I need to blow on the dragon horn. Plug your ears. After you throw them a candle, it takes them a few minutes to shove some wax into their ears. The howling becomes muffled, but as long as you have ears, some of it will reach you. I blow into the dragon horn. Okay, the terrifying bellow of the monster spread through the night. The howl gets higher and whinier as many beasts leap away. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, I need my journal again. I can't remember what to do with the bestiary. I can't remember what to do with howlers. If they're like pelts, so you make it sick. Maybe a single one won't be a threat. You see packs. Okay, so I need them to be scared of me. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so Tots Aegidia, her lips twisted and grimace. Want me to shoot? I'm ready. What do you want to do? Dalit loads her crossbow. Hey, tips Efren? Huh? Pulls out a piece of wax from his ear. What are we waiting for? Questions? Observes the monkeys. Even I cannot reach them, but they bear to get not closer. Okay, we save. If you can shoot them now. Aegidia is fast, but barely scratches the jumping of the monkeys. Though it's not enough to throw into a panic. Dalit lands a precise shot on the beast's head, bursting it open, splattering its contents. Oh my god, okay, that's very, very graphic. You look around, the number of monkeys dwindles. Their noises don't bother you as much. You take a few steps down the road and the remainder of the pack moves on back, letting you through. Now or never. Run, you guys! Run! Holy. Wow, okay. The relief is short-lived. Upon the head is swarmed with the buzzing of insects. Ooh. And judging by the bones and dragon wings, you see a bank. They're hungry as they are numerous. The only road ahead leads them through them, and you may lack the strength to walk around for their feeding ground. Oh my god. Okay, I am so glad that I have a sting ointment. Okay, I didn't use this and I was stung so many times. I'm so glad that I saved it for this. I pull out the sting ointment. Let's go get this. Yep, let's get to it. I don't want any of my crew to be injured. We should go through the woods for a bit. Save the supplies we have now. We're gonna use it right now. We're gonna use it right now. The scent of lavender, mint, and basil blends into the humid wilderness. Your group covers every ounce of their skin, wraps themselves with scraps of fabric, but waits for you to enter the cloud of wings first. Also, because we do have Efren, I think, we can scavenge stuff. And also Tirsus. Tirsus should be very good at scavenging. And I should be able to kind of make something out of the blue or something. Well, I guess. I don't know. The creatures... Oh, but I don't have like a table. Oh, well... Oh, whatever. Whatever, it's gonna work. The creatures split in front of you, forming a dark tunnel. Their loud wings shine in the moonlight. Through the gaps between them, I see the hills and the volcano above them. Okay, we're gonna save. You reach the humble valley. The trees are sparse, and the stream, while gentle, has completely distorted the path. At least the moonlight can guide you. The black saurians covered by yellow spots. Oh, hell nah, bruh. Not the saurians again. Are too numerous to count, laying just a few steps away from one another. From the grasses to the branches, most of them are asleep, but a few of them, closer ones, are giving a curious glance, sticking out and hiding their forked tongues rapidly. The beasts aren't massive, maybe 2 steps long. You can look at the sides, the hill are impassable. Okay. Okay, I need to look at my journal again. I need to go to my bestiary, and I need to look at saurians. Saurians. According to Dalit, at least not all of them eat meat. That's why you have to keep away from ponds and lakes. They stay at the bank, jump at whatever gets close. You try to wash your hands, sploosh, whoosh, snap. Even worse with a horse, it will grab it by a leg. And you know how fragile they are, as good as gone. Those all greys are the worst. Pretty much all of them eat humans, and they look at their tails. If they are tin, swing left and right, and they can break your ribs. Okay. Okay, it's not saying, okay, so it's black. It's not, what's that? It's not gray? Yeah, it's not gray, I think. So we should be okay. Okay, yep, it's not gray, so they're not gonna eat humans. I thought I Jidya. She shoves an arrow back to the quiver. There's too many of them. What would you do, Dalit? She looks around with care, then speaks thoughtfully. Animals used to spat all the time, so I doubt these saurians are dangerous, and they mostly eat fruits, not meat. Exactly, because they're black, not gray. Because the gray ones are the one that's gonna kill me. Any tips, Efren? He blows out his cheeks. The one of you and I saw was a hunter. Maybe those aren't aggressive? Tirsus, suggestions? Not really. It's their land. I can fight them. I can run. Okay. I could learn something about them if I were to feed them. I search my bags. Okay. I can... Not my food rations. I'll throw them some chicken from the creeks. Lost a chicken. You approach the nearest creature and toss it an aromatic meal. It keeps its tongue, but it steps away. Okay. Examine the surroundings. You vaguely recognize the shapes of the fruits and trees and shrubs, but no animals seem to browse on them. You crouch down. The road is marked with fresh prints left by various creatures. Okay. I'm not gonna fight the saurians. Again, I believe in Dalit, and I'm glad that I brought Dalit because, again, she has the best monster knowledge out of all of us. So... I move slowly, drawing as little attention away as possible. Your careful steps are greeted with hisses, but the beasts either stay in their spots, not bothering you as you walk around them, or move out of the way, crossing the stream. See, they're quite nice. A few of them don't even wake up. The valley once again turns into a lush forest. The path here is even narrower than it was before. I glance at the volcano. I'm halfway there. Holy! Okay. The path is overtaken by the thicket, but the fatigue is catching up with you. The remains of the hamlet have no dwellers, other than rats and snakes. We should rest here, you say to your companions. You find a flat rock, cover it with your cloak, and let yourself sit idly for a bit before you open your bags. You may not find another time to have a few bites of food. Aegidia sits by the ruined tower all by herself, wipes her forehead with her cloth, and takes off her boots. Dalit sits down with another rock and grabs a bone comb. What a mess, she giggles. Efren seems a bit anxious at first, but finally sits down on the ground and turns towards the entrance, and takes off his head of the wolf. Tirsus spends a few minutes looking through the amulets hanging from his neck. His creepers rest on the ground, twitching every now and then. Oh my gosh, twitching. I try to figure out what these ruins used to be. I look at Aegidia. I meet Dalit's eyes. Oh, that's crazy. Are you in one piece, Efren? I glance at Tirsus. I let my back and limbs rest for a bit, then prepared my tools to cut through the bushes. I tried to figure out what these ruins used to be. Judging by the stone wall and the now collapsed tower, it could have served as a shelter. for 2 dozens of animals at once. There are no remains of any sheds, working stations, or tools. You see nothing unusual about the surrounding rocks and plants. Are you in one piece, Ephron? He waves off, constantly observing the entrance. Okay. I look at Aegidia. She returns your gaze and gives you a kind smile. She's ready for the next challenge. Okay, that's good. I glance at Tircis. After collecting his amulet, he winks at you and drinks something from a small flask. Of course. Ready when you are. Hell yeah, Tircis. I meet Dalit's eyes. Her new ponytail reveals her small ears. I wish I could have some water-resistant food with me. I got soaked on that boat too. I offer her a food ration. Because I do have like a lot of food rations. I'm not going to offer her chicken just in case. I need it for the monsters. She gestures for you to throw it at her, but after seeing your hesitation, she takes it from your hand, licking her lips. She devours it like a dock on the worker on a break. I let my back and limbs rest for a bit, then prepare my tools to cut through the bushes. Time to carry on. Okay. I don't want to share my cloak just in case. I don't want my cloak to get wet. I don't want it to get wet. I'm gonna be a bit selfish. But I'm glad I got a lot of rations because I knew that I'm gonna probably share with them the food. We climb to the top of the wall and then get a look ahead. The trail must have been overgrown recently, but the thorny bushes won't be crossed easily. Reaching the beaten rock that leads to a proper woods will take some effort. I don't need the withering dust anymore. I use it all. Let's divide the labor. Ooh. Okay. The golem glove will make it a bit easier. Really? While you take a look for the thorns, Oh, okay. Okay. Let's load. Okay, so it helps me. I forgot, it helps me with the strength. Let's use a large part of the withering dust, but save some of it for later, just in case. Okay. After covering your skin and drying a mug full of stream water, you spread the poison on the ground, then step by step form a passage of twisted burnt stems, still hissing as you move them to the side of your boot. Okay. Tatsaegidia, see those harpies? She points above you with her bow. Let's wait no longer. What do you want to do? Dalit bicycle sword, I guess? She lets out a weak giggle. Any thoughts, Ephron? Well, I assume we can't go back. Tircis, suggestions? I'll give it a try. He puts out a confident smile and reaches towards it with his creepers. At first you think he's going to tear through the plants, but then he starts to mutter, and the bushes bend to the sides, forming a humble tunnel for you. Once you reach the next section of the old road, you take off your thick gloves. Oh! Okay, I just wasted... Oh well, I wasted a lot of my withering dust, but that's fine. Make sure there are no thorns stuck in your pants. The road goes forward, then suddenly much wider. The ground is surrounded by collapsed branches, trampled seedlings, and a dead roe deer. But judging by the beaten path and the pebbles under the surface, this trail is as old as the previous ones. Okay, I see. I think about the map from the giant statue. You've no doubt that this trail is the main road to the volcano, but it's not the only route. According to the stars portrayed on the statue, there should be a shortcut somewhere around here. A narrower one, but much more direct. Okay. Tatsaegidia. Such a wide trail here. She taps her lips with the tip of her bow. What would you do, Dalit? She crouches down and gestures for her to join. See these petals? Troll prints. She draws the shape of an ape foot with her hands. It walks here often, both ways. Better look for another path. Ooh, okay. Any tips, Ephron? He pushes the wolf's nose. Don't you see the troll prints, friend? It's a dangerous path. Tircis suggestions. Better this than the thicket. Okay, we're going to find the shortcut. I'm so glad that I'm a scholar. Behind a few fallen tree trunks, you find the remnants of a path. The rotten dug-in wooden stairs leading up to the hill offer no support, but there are plenty of paw prints on the ground and claw marks on the trees. It's now a convenient game trail. I call the others. Let's see if this path's clear. The narrow, twisted path takes you to a creek, then down the human-carved tunnel leading through a rocky hill. The closer you are to the volcano, the more signs of humans you find. The abandoned tools, the overgrown fences, and the fire holes, and the fruit trees trimmed centuries-old oaks. The ribbon of smoke hides the star behind it, though you still can't smell it. The mountain's upper half is black and gray from the cold lava and ashes, while the lower half is mostly green, with short but lush trees thriving on flowers bathing in the moonlight. You see the shape of an open gate at the end of the road. This is it. This is the path to the volcano. Wow. The stone posts are dark from dust, but as good as new, even though the crooked planks of the wooden leaves are beyond restoration. Seeing nothing on the top of the wall, you enter the partially buried ruins, with humble buildings sticking out from the layers split by the volcano. It takes only a few breaths before the first enemy jumps at the road from the roof of the ruined hut, and your crew prepares for your weapons. It's a head shorter than you and walks on its hind legs, but has a head of a raccoon. Though its ears are too small, the fangs are too long, and the eyes resemble those of an ape. What? Okay, this is crazy. Despite its human-like posture, it leans slightly forward. Its arms curled up, it has no tail, and keeps sniffing, as if it barely sees you. Okay, it's blind. Next is a boar-headed beast, with two sets of remarkable tusks and bristles instead of puffy fur. Then they're joined by two long-tailed rat folk, and a fox folk, and a lizard folk. Let's be gentle, do not startle them, whispers Aegidia with a trembling voice. I look for the leader of their pack. Ooh, okay. The tallest one of them is a beast with deer antlers. It steps forward and crouches down, touching the ground with an open palm. It doesn't make a sound, it just pierces you with the almost human eyes. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Its path blocks the twisty path forward. It's carved in the mountainside, narrow and completely open from one side. You think of the tales taught to all the children in Dragon Woods. The beast folk may be destructive, but if not threatened, they're willing to trade. You've got some food you can offer to the creatures, maybe enough to even to fill their stomachs. Okay. I've served them more closely. They have no clothes to carry, no tools or weapons. You can't tell if they're hungry, muscular, or healthy. Their shapes resemble no creature you've seen before, other than gnolls. Tots, Aegidia, we should not be here. What would you do, Dalit? Give them a heart of a dragon, some flesh made of Numa? She shrugs. I only know tales. Ephron. There's no beast folk in our woods, he straightens up. Or are they even animals? Tears suggestions. He looks through his amulet and then kicks a pebble. One of the rats moves away. I cannot help you here. Okay. I give them a roast chicken. The deer steps closer and eagerly picks up your offering with its hands, then turns around as if you're not a threat. It then sits down at the threshold of one of the ruined buildings and starts to chew your gifts. Okay. I keep the rest of the supplies for myself. Let's look for another path, maybe? The beasts stay in the ruined village. You follow the narrow side path, reaching the lower tower made of stone. Though seeing how most of the loose bricks are on the outside of the structure, it could have been hollow building used to lower down the builders from the top of the platform at the top. You roll your sleeves and stretch out your arms. It may be an endeavor, but you can do this. I look at my crew. What can you see? It's a bit more effort, but we're here. The perfect opportunity to use the bone hook. Let's go. You don't have enough trust in your structure to simply climb up the ropes, but it's secure as you get higher. I use the tool of destruction to shape my path. You shatter the bricks or break into the mountainside, whatever. You find no spot to rest your hand and feet. I look at my crew. What do you say? A bit more effort and we're there? Despite the troubles of the journey, they give you determined nods. After a short break, they get to work, helping you reach the tougher spots. Once you get to the top of the tower, you easily reach the collapsing wooden platform. After pulling yourself up a few more times, you're on the ground, gasping for air. There's no more monsters in sight, just a trail forward. The reason why I gave one chicken, I don't know if it's actually needed to give them, to offer them food, but I'm just worried that they might chase me, and my crew, so I just wanted to offer something at least, you know? At least it would be easier to climb down and make sure that the others are safe. I make sure that the others are safe, honestly. The howling wind pushes your crew up the short path between the tufts of grass, sparse yellow flowers and dormant ashes, and trails of cold lava. Your legs, unused to such a long wayfaring, ache. Oh gosh. Dalit kneels down on the poorly lit ground. Someone was here long ago, she says, but only went in one direction. Oh, it must be Asterion. I followed them slowly, looking out for animals. Oh gosh, load. I accidentally missed the dialogue. I make sure that animals are safe. I follow them slowly, looking out for animals. There aren't many signs of the past dwellers: the burnt cart, the collapsed shed, the digging tools made of antler or rusty steel. The trail ends at the cave mouth. The leaves of the gate are made of stone, now ajar. We push aside the battering ram. I drop my heavy bags in the ground. Be ready to fight in narrow corridors. Oh my god, okay. The light you're carrying guides your group through the complete darkness. The polished walls of the tunnel, free of pointy rocks, were no doubt carved by human hands. Your steps are loud, unlike gentle draft and the deep stream. You pass by another corridor buried by the mountain. You gesture for the others to stop. Something behind the corridor kicked off a rock and is now rolling on the floor. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. It might be a beast or it could be Asterion. It's one of the two. It's really one of the two. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Asterion? Oh, hell no. The ghastly scream of a human-like throat makes you take a defensive staff. But despite the passing breaths, no attack follows. Holding the light in front of you, you reach the chamber. The undead is furiously squirming in its attempt to release itself, alternately pulling the spear that's nailing it to the wall and reaching towards you, as if hoping you'll fall into its embrace. There's no other corpses in sight. The creature must be starving. Aegidia covers her mouth, stopping herself from screaming. Tirsus narrows her eyes. Yeah, 'tis him. Dalit gives you a worried glance. I'm sorry. Efren takes off his hat and holds it in front of his chest. It's gosh darn it, it's Asterion! He turned into an undead? So it's him. I'm sorry. And Efren takes off his hat, holds it in front of his chest. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's so upsetting. I really hoped that he was still alive. I was like, oh, maybe he's still alive. Save. Let me take a look. The half-rotten flesh and worn, the torn tunic tell you a little. But Asterion's short shell is still wearing the mail you were told about, now rusty, even more clanky than a new set. Some of the red hair and beard remain on the monstrous pale face, but most of their strands are all over their floor. The knees of the creature are now shattered. Next to them rests a large rock. A monster caught him here, something with great strength. He knew he was going to die, so he imprisoned himself here. He was betrayed, or maybe he fell into some sort of trap, then crawled here. No. He knew he was gonna die? I don't think so. He was betrayed, or maybe he fell into some sort of trap, then crawled here. Asterion is quite smart. Knowing, like, everything that went by with Asterion, like, everything that we've learned about him, you know, I mean, like, with Howlers, with all the past experiences, I think he would have been betrayed, or maybe fell into some sort of trap, then crawled in here. You step closer. The undead, it does its best to throw itself at you, but it's not strong enough. Gosh. Okay, let's save. I pick up the rock. What's the rock about? Oh my gosh. When the shell stops moving, the undead head is still clenched on your gamins, and the corpse leans forward, loosely resting on the half of your spear. The pieces of the skull are scattered under the chamber. Your crew remains silent. The light flickers. Oh yeah, because Aegidia has her lover was Asterion, I think. They had a thing. They had a thing. That's why we're asking her if she's alright. I searched the shells bundles. Oh! 20? No one is eager to assist you. Among the decomposing saggy pouches, you find a humble bunch of coins and threaded on a bowstring, far from the 50 that you were asked to find by Pelt's innkeep. Other than that, you find no potions, no weapons, or a travel kit, only a few unassembled torches. Gosh, that's sad. I examined the cave. The centuries-old treasure spread among the collapsed racks, and chests is mostly beyond use, but you do notice a few tools and statuettes made of now green bronze. Judging by the simplicity of the chamber, it was likely more than a basic storage room. The corridors leading to the deeper cave have all been buried by time. Gosh. Let's collect the useful scraps of bronze and iron. Since you have quite a few capable hands with you, the clanks and rattles last for a bit, even though you only take most of the promising pieces to avoid encumbrance. Oh wait, okay, let's load. I don't like that. Okay. I don't want to do that. Examine the cave. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna save it. I'm not gonna steal. I searched the shells bundles. I don't know if this is fine, but I feel bad for doing this. I feel really bad. I feel guilty. I feel guilty for getting the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get the bundles later. Ejita, are you alright? Fire. Her shoulders slope as she steps away. Is this weird? How souls like his get swallowed by the forest, while Thais sits on her throne of dragons? She gets weaker and weaker from that illness of hers, but still has enough bread to lie on her scheme. Just stupid. Gosh. I carved my name on the wall with the tool of the destruction. Why not? The first hit with the butt of your weapon makes a pickaxe worthy hole. You tried it in a different spot, trying to be as gentle as you can. Layer by letter, you left behind the deep marks of your presence, then step away. Kereru, you read out loud. Ephron observes you, cut curiously. Don't forget about us too. Ephron, my man, Ephron. Oh, the great guy. You know what? Let's do that. Let's save. Okay, I'm gonna search the shells bundles. Okay. Let's save. Bronze and iron. I don't know if I'm gonna get the bronze and iron. I don't think I should get the bronze and iron. Let's leave it there. Yeah, let's leave the bronze and iron. Gosh. Let's go back to the boat before the sun rises. Wait, let's load. Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. You spare the corpse one more look. I should burn the bones. You surround the Asterion shell with a few wooden logs. Some of his own possessions. The smoke drives you outside. The fresh air makes you yawn. You grab your bags and approach the edge of the scarp, observing the woods of the high island. You recognize the trail that led you here from the Valley of Saurians. Let's try to follow the same trail. We should be able to reach the harbor once it's low tide. Oh! My vitality is dead. You help your group tie the boat to the piling. Aegidia is worried about Sally, even me. Is the first one to encounter the hamlet. The others start to plan their return home. Dalit makes sure her crossbow didn't suffer from the salt water. She's seasick again and doesn't say much, but her giggling remains as honest as ever. Wait, was I able to do the thing? Let's go back. Burn the bones. I'm checking. Okay, so it's the thing, yeah. Her giggling remains as honest as ever. Efren has a wide smile and keeps raising his voice. I knew I'd be all right. Efren, my guy, Efren. My goodness, Efren. You crazy guy. You know what? I'm glad I brought him. I'm glad I brought Efren. I'm glad I brought Efren. Let's be real. Actually, I'm glad I brought everyone. Aegidia is great with the bow. Very great. I didn't even get hurt. Dalit is good too. Everyone's good. Efren was freaking great with the luck with the monsters. Tirsus throws away one of his creepers. Gotta make a new one when I get home. I rub my eyes and follow Aegidia. I better get ready. Oh, thank goodness Sally's okay. I was so worried that she's gonna die. You scratch Sally's neck, take off your bundle, splash your face with cold water. Now you need to take everyone to safety before you stop somewhere for the night. You're going to end the day at the Watchtower, Southern Crossroads, Western Crossroads. What's Western? Western Crossroads? Oh, I want to end it at Foggy's, honestly. I'm gonna end it at Foggy's. Screeching birds are sitting at the logs of the palisade. Some of them observe you, but the group doesn't cease its gobbling. There are a few wares near the cart. Either are left here or prepared to be taken away. The tavern staff stops their discussion by the basket, welcomes your arrival. Goodness. Okay. The air is humid and stuffy. The tables were just washed with a wet cloth. Foggy looks at you through the hole leading to the attic. She gets down. Having only one arm doesn't seem to hinder her. She welcomes you with a stentorian, cheerful shout. Hello, love. Good to see you in one piece. Good to be in one piece, Foggy. I approach Foggy. I'd like to eat. I need to break the news to her. I found the Asterion. After your story, she lets out a chuckle. So that's what he's been up to. Going there all by himself? What a dumb boy. She sees your look and shrugs. What can I say, love? He wasn't of much use. I wish I could get the head of his lizard, but would be plenty of fine. Oh, there. She points at your bug's trophy with her broad chin. Goodness gracious. Oh, it's so disappointing though. I thought he would be alive. I really did. I really thought he would be alive. Let's save. Time for me to go. I go outside. I wonder if I can still travel. Oh yes, I can. I want to go to Gale Rocks, but I also want to go to the creeks. How much time do I have left? Okay, I can go to the creeks. A guard leaning from the watchtower warmly warms you with a shout, though the wind distorts the words. I look for Ela. He's rounding a block of wood, preparing for a future club. He smiles and puts away his tools. Welcome back, friend. Good to see that you're safe. You stay safe on the roads. Asterion is dead. I found his shell. He sits down. You consider walking away, but he finally speaks through hesitation. I'll pass the story to the tribe, though in a bit of a gentler way. He sighs and looks at your boots. I can't believe he found nothing. Why would he listen to a legend? Didn't he know there's so many of them that can't all be true? He adjusts his jacket, scratching to his side with an absent look. I think he's told us nothing and about such goblin-brained thing. He raises his eyes slightly, seeing his clenched lips. You realize there's nothing else he can tell you about it. I'll see you later. I look for Efren. Oh, good fortune. He's still fine. Oh, I'm glad that he's still okay. He's not traumatized from what we've seen on the High Island. Go to El Cava. I think we're fine. I don't think I need a chicken. I go to Shallow Creek. I jump. I step away. Let's travel. Let's go to Gale Rocks. Ah, dang it. Okay. Let's load. Time for it to go. I go outside. Travel. Okay, I thought I could say something in Grail Rocks, but I guess I was wrong. Let's go to Creeks. Let's go to Ephraim. Because I don't want to waste time. That's the thing. I want to travel to Foggy's because I want to sleep at Foggy's, you know? Because Foggy's have always been my favorite spot, especially since this was my very first place where I slept, you know? Let's sleep. Listening to the grunts of the annoyed Sally makes you feel uneasy, but at least the fur is covering the floor, helping you relax. You don't even notice when it's already morning, while the smell coming from the lower floor is not inviting. At least it's not you who has to take care of it. I go outside. Okay, let's travel. Let's save and let's travel. Let's go first to Gale Rocks. Pillars of smoke. Okay, so it's the same thing. The locals approach you with springy steps. You find no one to excuse to avoid the chit-chat. I go to, let's save. I want to check out if I need to talk to Nevka. Nope. Okay, I go to Severina. I follow him inside. I found the stereo on High Island. As he speaks, she pours water from the pitcher to a seashell and responds without looking at you. Right. Well, he knew the rules, and some rules you broke. She takes a sip of and licks her wrinkled lips. But I guess you're still in one piece, so I won't dwell upon it. Farewell. Okay, let's go to the Batman. Let's take a shower. Then let's go to Portia. Let's eat. Because I need to eat. I step away. I save. And let's travel. I want to check if I have anything to do with the peat fields. Okay, there's nothing. Gotcha. Load. Okay, let's travel. Let's go to the creeks. I want to check if I have anything to say to the creeks also. Okay, so nothing too. Okay, we're just saving time by doing this. Let's travel. I'm gonna go to the tribe of the Green Mountain. Because they should honestly be the first one that would have known that about things. A few villagers are sitting on the terrace walls and the roof of the shed, enjoying their meals as they gossip and laugh at each other's jokes. Once you get closer, they welcome you in old speech. Then one of them announces loudly that the Roadwarden is back. The Saurian rider shows up soon after, walking down the stairs. I entered the cave. The chief and shaman are ready in the chamber, chatting with each other. They welcome you with polite nods. I bring you news of what I saw on High Island. Sharing the story of your journey takes a long time. You get many questions from both leaders, and some more nuanced description use the words that are not known to them. Finally, you describe the cave and Asterian's treasure. Gan looks at the rock below her. Cephas speaks to her in direction, with disappointment following every sound. So after all that, he was yet another shell lusting over the welt. You flinch when he reaches out his sword. What? He reaches out his sword? But he uses it to support for his crossed arms. Asterion is yet another sign that this city folk that haven't changed. Yet so far you've shown us nothing but kindness. Why have you returned to us with a tail, Karuru? I just wanted to tell you the truth. Not all city folk are cunning like goblins. Exactly. I don't want to talk about Hoblevin. Hell no. Diane takes a deep breath and stretches out her legs and looks at you kindly. Your truth and tales are of great value. If you come here after the winter, we'll show you honesty and safe roof as well. I stand up. Farewell. Okay. We still have some time. I want to go around like this. Let's go to... Gosh, we're going to Eudocia's, aren't we? Aren't we? You touch the cold shell. The monster's eyes glow red. Karu, come inside. I wouldn't mind the company. The golems let you in. I go straight into the house. Ah, Eudocia, I'm so sad to say this. Okay, Eudocia, listen, babe. Listen, girly. Listen, girly. I'm so sorry to say this, but Asterion is dead. You describe your expedition, but she pays little attention, observing the ends of your hair. Just tell me what happened. Your vague answer is what met with a sad face, yet accepting smile. Too bad he chose to die alone. Gosh, okay. Let's sleep. Sleep. Okay, so we're fine with that. You know what? I'm gonna save. We need to save again, but over here. Okay. Let's travel. I want to talk to everyone and say the news to everyone. So we're gonna go through the gate, I guess. Through here. Yep. Let's go to the old pigos. Goodness gracious. About the things you asked me to do. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's all. Let's travel. Well, 2 dragons. Well, since I'm here anyway. Travel. I'm just checking if any of things... you hear loud conversations in front of the gate, which you find large barrels similar to those you've seen in Gale Rocks. Oh, yes! A group of travelers, some of whom you recognize as fishers, guards, lumberjacks, or carriers, is standing many feet away from the wall, shouting towards it with a tone that's somewhere between embarrassment and nostalgia. You hear the awkward apologies shared by memories, plans for the future, and questions about family members, as if both tribes are hermits who haven't spoken with anyone in years. First and still unsure, step in a long path towards healing. As this goes on, the perfumed guard you've met kept looking as clean and tidy as ever. Welcomes you with a smile, always patrolling, I see. Before you answer, he turns towards the wall. I let him do their talking. You reach Sally to the meadow and rest by the fence. After an hour, the Northerners prepare for their departure. Hoping to get back before nightfall, as they push their empty wagons, they wish you a safe evening. After you reach the people of the open gates, Tertia's smile makes her whisper, as if she's not willing to believe what just happened. It's your doing, isn't it, Kararu? I know it is. I thank you. Oh, that's nice to hear, though. Let's go to the peat fields. I want to check if I can do anything with the peat fields. Oh, okay. Welcome back. I need you to open the pat. Food ration? Very fine. Okay, let's travel. I want to check with the white marshes if I can say anything. Okay, nothing. I can't do anything else there. Let's go to Howlers. Ooh, I want to check out the fishing hamlet real quick. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's go to, again, gosh. Let's go to Howlers. Okay. You approach the opening gate, then swiftly dismount. A guard approaches you, ready to take your mount to a stable. Good to see you. How are your journeys? We gossip for a bit. Okay, I entered the whatever. I go to Elpis. Oh, what's gonna happen after the village witch highest trials? An easy question. She may live with us as an honorable leader, or be sent to the woods with nothing more than a shirt on her back, like a traitor, or be acknowledged as a peer leader with the good answers to our doubts. She rests her head on her staff and gives you a tired look. Whatever happens, our neighbors will take peace from it, knowing no one's above judgment. Farewell. It's saved. Bion, I think we're good. I need your services? Do I need anything? I don't think so. Good luck. Go to the main square. Akakios. What do you need? Okay, load. Eric's rations, maybe? Ooh, how much time do I have? Okay, I can go for a baton dinner. Okay, thanks. Okay, I look for the mayor. The guard informs you that she needs to look for her. The guard informs you that she needs to look for her, so you stand around to wait for what feels like eternity. When Thais joins you, she neither says a word nor takes a seat. I found the Stereon. You describe the island and the cave, but before you mention the Roadwarden shell, she leans away and sighs. Leave this to the bards. Is he dead or not? After your one-word response, she waits. Well, very well. I'll tell the others. Farewell, Thais. Gosh. Okay. Well, I didn't expect her to at least not. I'm glad she didn't kill me right there and then. I thought she would have choked me. You know. I'm glad she didn't choke me. Let's travel. Let's go to the Elder's Cave. Goodness. Okay, a flock of colorful birds is circling the sky. The old man is sitting on the wooden stool between the garden beds, weeding. The torn plants are resting in the small basket. What do you need, traveler? I found a Asterion. His eyes widen after you mention the undead from the cave. Once he speaks, his voice is shaking. Awoken by the fogs, you released him from the worst fate. To know the truth, he sighs. It feels right. Okay, that's good. At least he won't kill me. I honestly have a soft spot for the forest speaker. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously I really love Foggy. I love Eudosha. But I do have a soft spot for what's that? For the forest druid. I also like Ephron and Ela, but I just worry about their choices. But if you ask me who are my favorite characters, are definitely Foggy and Eudosha. And also most interesting characters I've seen, definitely Egidia, Thais, even though I hate her with all my heart. Also, what's her name? Glossia. Very interesting characters. They're actually more interesting compared to the people of the green whatevers, you know? Let's travel. Let's go to Pelt of the North. I think we're done here. Let's go to Pelt of the North. Yep. The lights are promising of a refuge. The guards bounce their spears in their heads, and some rush to the gate, only to close it right again once you're right inside. Bored with life, Roadwarden, one of them grabs hand you, notice it's almost dark. I'm so sorry. I get off my horse and I entered the inn. Okay, so everything's good. Let's save. I go to the innkeeper. I found a Asterion. You tell an abridged version of your story, during to which the struggle to read anything from the innkeeps. Once you're done, he tensely moves his shoulders, waiting for something. And there are dragon bones he had with him in the cave. I'm afraid it's not even close to 50. I'm afraid he only had a couple of dragons with him. Don't know where your share is. You know, I don't think I need the dragon bones anymore, so I'm just gonna say it right up to him that and here are the dragon bones he had with him in the cave. I'm afraid it's not even close to 50. At your return, she nods slightly. Her smile is heartwarming as her eyes are shiny at her shiny blue eyes. What? Huh? What happened? Wait, I feel okay. This is okay. This paragraph doesn't make any sense. Okay. At your return, she nods slightly. Her smile is as heartwarming as her shiny blue eyes. Could be worse. Keep 5 of them. He looks down. Maybe ape on his head, but looks like I've got conned. The darkness of the room gives his eyes a sad look. You didn't throw him, but what do you think? Was he a crook? Let's save. I don't think he would try to steal from you, and even if he did, he would have a good reason for it. I'll say the third one. He purses his lips. Maybe, maybe not. There's only so much trust I'm willing to give him, he sighs. I'm going to keep my hopes low. He looks down. I'm glad you're trustworthy. Getting to an island like that ain't an easy feat. The peninsula needs people like you. There's too many things happening away from everyone's eyes. Wait, I want to check what happens if I say... Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that was the right answer. It was the correct answer, this one. Inventory. Oh, I have nothing. Nothing. Oh. Do I have something? Forget it. Wait, fine. How much healing potions do I have actually? Okay, I have 6. You know what? Take it. Oh! Too much of a good thing. Flooded the market with healing potions. You know, I said my hunters always need more potions, but I didn't actually mean it. He smiles gently. There are plenty, but thanks, that's all. Aww. Aw, he didn't mean it. He just did it for me. Aw, what a great guy. What a great guy. Let's save. You know, I always have mixed feelings with this guy, but he's not a bad guy, if you ask me. Yes, he puts his heart in the wrong place, but like he's not a total bad guy. You know what I mean? He's not like Thais, like pure hatred. The pure hatred that I've felt was definitely with Thais, but like him, I've always had like mixed feelings. That's why I was wondering if I should lie to him or lie to Foggy, because I actually kind of like him because he tried everything to help me, and he tried to help all of the other adventurers as well. So I think it's best to say that he's an okay guy. Let's sleep. Fine. Let's rent with one. Okay. Let's see. Go to the main hall. It's time to join Tulia. Finish your adventure. No, I found Asterion. Tulia doesn't interrupt you, nodding as she keenly listens to your tale about the clues and rumors of the old tribe and the awakened corpse. She ponders for a bit, looking at the oven. So what makes it you of it? Not the brightest death I wished of someone. He knew the danger but took the risk anyway, a fair end to his journey. He bit off more than he could chew, and now his kids will face the consequences. I don't know what to think. I'd like to know his perspective. He made a mistake, that's all. It has nothing to do with me. Honestly, I may end up the same way. I'll go with the first one. He knew the danger but took the risk anyway, a fair end to his journey. You two had this in common. I wouldn't travel to the wild island. Her smile turns into a chuckle. You're lucky to still be here. Risk-taking is the only way to get somewhere in life. Yeah, from now on, I'll stay in the woods. I smirk. Says a gal who spent half a year in this. I'll go with the third one. Ha! I know. Her laughter starts strong, but is cut off by a harsh cough. I trusted my group too much, but that's still safer bet than risking your head. Risk-taking is the only way where you get somewhere in life. Spoken like a true adventurer. She scratches the back of her head. Her hair is now started to show. And you're not going to stay here for long. A Roadwarden who wants to stay alive needs to know how to say no to their ambitions. Yet I bet once you get used to these roads, you'll get bored of them. Well, that surely is possible. She stretches out, heads upstairs, and brings you a few items. There's enough of them to make her stumble, but she covers her embarrassment with a chuckle. Well, this is a part of my deal. She rests two weapons against the table. You remove the cloth wrapped around the spearhead. It's sharp, made of steel. The shaft is made of thick oak. Asterion must have had pretty large hands, and is partially covered with the linen cord and leather straps intended to support one's grip. The bow is currently unstrung, but would take about 5 feet long. The polished red oak shines the light. You wonder if you're too old to learn how to shoot such a weapon. I look at the things on the table. Ooh, the leather pouch must be decades old. You shake it, there's a few bones inside, but there's also something made of metal. You reach for the earthenware bottles. 3 of them are very similar to each other, as small as your fist, and all are sealed with wax, though tiny sticks in them will enable swift opening. Tulia explains that they contain small amounts of healing concoction. The last bottle is much larger. There's 2 letters engraved on the surface, NB. The soldier has no idea what it is. Finding space for it all among my bundles won't be easy. Find the Roadwarden. You received Asterion's equipment. Sally spares you a glance. Your bundles. You know what? Let's save. Because here's the thing. I might actually want to go back. Okay. I'm gonna save twice because I might want to continue this game, even though I clearly finished it, you know? Clearly finished the main part. I'm pretty sure that there will be more to this game. That's why they say, oh, wait for winter or whatnot. But I think it's time to end the journey, you guys. I think it's time. Let's look at the items real quick. Food rations. Got my monies. Very, very small. Need to start from scratch if I'm gonna continue this game. Asterian's bow. Miscellaneous. Asterian's pouch. Look, I got so much stuff. Golem glove, the spear, and Asterian spear. See? I have so much. Okay. We're saving again on boats. Because, you know, your girlie needs... I need to make sure that I did an okay job. Or like, if I want to come back, at least I can come back. Now, I go back in the inn. I join Tulia. And I'll finish my adventure. Are you all packed and ready? She rests her hands on her knees, then straightens up. I am if you are. You look outside. It's early enough for you to reach the settlements on the other side of Hag's Hills. I keep staring at the exit. There may be another way. Let's introduce you to Sally. You're going to spend a lot of time together. Ooh. Let's say the second one. Oh wow, we're outside. The owners recognize you in the Blessed Empress Inn. This time around, you've got a few dragon bones to spare, and you spend the night in a proper bed holding a mug of steaming pigeon soup. The days fade away slowly with Tulia by your side. You can't simply outrun the autumn predators, and a few times on your journey gets violent. She's a good companion, a bit quiet but resourceful. After fighting I did in the north, the road isn't too tough. I wonder if it will be my last time I will stay at the road inns. Now, let's go with the first one. Because it's not as tough as before. After 2 days, the road gets wider and harder. You meet the first patrol of soldiers, as well as spot the familiar stone statues. We're here, says the lieutenant, in the last village she visited before reaching the city walls. Without explaining, she approaches a few red-head farmers that are observing you curiously from the bench in front of their pit house. After exchanging a few words with them, Tulia gestures towards you. The Roadwarden is who you should be thanked for finding him. The strangers keenly listen to your tale. Then, with smiles clouded by grief, thank you for your bravery. A man who looks younger than the rest can't help his tears once he hears his paw has been spared of the cursed fate. Oh man, I should have known. I should have known that these were Asterian's kids. I should have known, you guys. That's so sad. That's so sad. I should have known just by the red head. I should have known. And found his end in the flames. After the silent yet delicious meal, you resume your journey, carrying with you the names and invitation. Maybe I'll meet with them in the spring. Their father pushed their limits. I'm glad his family knows this. Before we leave, I asked for some hay for Sally. I'll say the first one. Maybe I'll meet with them in the spring. Because of course I want to come back. Before you spend a few hours with your relatives, you leave your mount in the stables, which, as often as it happens, are most empty. Your eyes are used to the usual conglomerate of the ruins, the makeshift huts, and the sheds that are stored, the whitewashed houses, and a few well-kept residences that managed to outlast the invasion. The streets are busy with plenty of children and their young, working parents. Hovleven may have been sick in the past, but it's been healing patiently. You take your equipment to the backwood corner. It's dangerous alley, but you know a place where a coin will be kept in your bundles untouched. The Board Head Inn. You listen to rumors, but as a few minutes go by, no one approaches you or seeks or asks for your help. The trade goes fine. You hear the city chief has a daughter now. The new ship is ready to sail. The taxes are coming. The corpse of a tentacle monster that has recently entered the streets has been claimed by the vendor, and they're selling it as a skewer. I listen carefully. Maybe someone will have a job for me. I remain watchful. Things are not as quiet as they seem. I keep myself keep to myself, enjoying the calm before the storm. I joined the group of patrons. Let's have a drink. Let me check. How much money do I have left? Okay, I still have some money. You know what? Let's save. Let's do a quick save, and then let's do another save on another page. 5. Return. Let's listen carefully, maybe. Maybe someone will have a job for me. You ignore the growing drunken crowd, so familiar to you, and get a good sleep. You head downstairs and ask for the remains of the Last Supper, the ibex stew, a piece of rat pie. Oh, so they didn't do anything, huh? Okay, so I joined the group of patrons, maybe? Okay, it's still the same thing. A piece of rat pie and a mug of kefir. Judging by the arguments of the laborers, the raised voice of the priest's sermon, Hovleven is returning to work. When the messenger shows up, you let aside. The merchants want to see you in an hour. You spend some time as usual at the public small bathhouse you wouldn't be allowed in with one of the rich folk, and repair the outfit you bought at Howler's. It will let you blend with the elite crowd. Ooh! Oh, okay. Howlers. It's a good thing I got like a new outfit at Howlers then. On your way, the familiar faces spare you a few nods away. As always, the city folks stick to their own kin. Only my family was aware of my absence. I'll buy Sally a few apples on the way back. To gather my thoughts, I will spend some time wandering the marketplace. Ooh. I'll buy Sally a few apples on my way back. Sally deserves the best. The bestest. After a few... Oh my gosh, okay. After a few hours of exhausting examination, you lean against the wall, observing the arguing leaders. Their jewelry and colorful fabrics could provide for many northern families, maybe even pay for a new stronghold. The priests of the United Church look like peacocks to the humble culls of the monks. At least you had more luck than that poor wretch, mentions one of the traders. No one here remembers Asterian's name. What the heck? The news you brought them from the island was of great value. You ask for something to clear your throat. Your detailed description of the peninsula made quite an impression. What? Why? Why am I spying for Hovleven? I'm so mad. And you may be asked to speak with a cartographer later, and getting in touch with many northerners help you describe the complex web of connections. You fill the gaps of your report. You discuss the recent disappearance of the trading caravan. Eudocian's golden glove a few times crossed the heart of the woods. The way you reached the high island. The copper vein in the hands of the locals. The shelter by the northern road. The now flooded mine in the south. Still your dealings of the tribes that will have the greatest impact on your decisions. I'm so annoyed. I relax and wait for them to address me. The oldest of the table, who started their life in the guild as a simple innkeep, smile at you. Where do you think we should start, Karu? What do you mean? One of the artisans chips in. We only discuss in detail, of course. But since we can't bring the guards and builders to the villages at once, since you know the peninsula better than anyone, where do you think we should be our best starting points? Ooh. The thing is that I'm worried if I give any of it away. Okay, if I tell them about the creeks, I'm worried about the creeks. They might be taken too much advantage of. I'm worried about that. The White Marshes has weakened. I'm worried that the White Marshes will be completely wiped out if I talk about the White Marshes. Gosh, I'm worried. I'm really, really worried. Let's see. Quests. Explore the peninsula. Okay. Studying the golems. I did not do this because I don't want my girl to get hurt. Was it Groups and Places? No, where is it? Groups and Places? No. Um, it was Old Pigos, right? Old Pigos was the one who told me their secret. Let's say Old Pigos. The clerks put a wax tablet on the top of the pile, then opens another one laying out alongside. I keep writing the peninsula. Does that place have any name? There's one I can think of. Not really. There's one I can think of. Ooh. What do we call the peninsula? Okay. There's something. I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I only have one shot at this. Right? What do you call the peninsula? Does it mean that I'm calling my peninsula? But the thing is that it's not my place. The peninsula is not my place. Do I call it my horse's do I call it my horse's name? There's one thing that I can think of. Sally. Let's go with Sally. I can't believe that worked. Oh, I completed my mission. After 3 days, you take part of a brief in the guild's chambers. You're welcomed by a few council representatives. We're going to move forward with the investment. You can finally hear your services are much appreciated. See, the thing is that the reason why I don't want him to keep talking about Hoplevin is because it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't care about the little people like me. They really don't. They don't care at all. That's why it's so frustrating. That like the Roadwarden's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let's keep doing this, whatever, let's help the Hoplevin because of such loyalty, but it's like, oh, really? With the city sending its people to the north, my efforts will keep the tribe safe won't go to waste. I deserve rest. I've helped many people. Return to the street with a wooden casket, heavy with dragon bones. It will provide for you and Sally until next summer. I deserve my rest. I helped many people. That's all I can say. Honestly, that's all I can say. Oh! Did I finish the game? The flow of the merchants, soldiers, and supplies brought many changes to the north. While some of the tribes tried to stay independent, they couldn't resist the temptation to new inventions, crops, and security. After a few generations, the sparse settlements were indistinguishable from the other regions of the province, with safe roads, strong walls, and regular visitors. Oh, okay. Okay, we're finding the ending, I guess, for everyone, huh? The trade route following the Western Trail greatly benefited the dwellers of Pelt of the North. After a few more years, they moved to Hoplevin. Really? Living off their savings and occasional mercenary work, forming an experienced squad. Ooh, hell yeah, let's go. The inn was sold to the city officials and remained one of the few shelters in the dangerous north. Okay, I'm glad that they had they formed an experienced squad. That's good. One of the new guards was Tulia. Hey, let's go. Who arrived to the Pelt soon after losing her squad, seeking the stable work among the hunters. Unlike her new crew, she didn't cross Hag Hills ever again. Instead, she found work as a woodcutter in Gale Rocks. Aww. At least, I guess she likes it, yeah? After banishing Thais and limiting the influence of the city of oh shoot. After banishing oh gosh. Wah! Read. Okay, I need this to be nice. I need okay. Okay, you guys chill. Okay, you guys chill. You and I need to look at each other's eyes. I need okay. You and I need to understand how this means to me, okay? This is why I need to read this properly, okay? After banishing Thais and limiting the influence of the village guards, the druids led Howler's Dell by themselves, drifting further away from the customs accepted among the 10 cities. No! I thought, gosh darn it, druids. I thought you got a new leader. Well, not the druids, but I thought that they would have had a new mayor. That's the thing. I didn't want them to be the leaders, but like, they're not too bad, I guess. They're not too bad, you know what I mean? Compared to Thais, at least. But like, they're also puppets too. So that's kind of frustrating as well. They allowed the caravans to ride through the village and exchange wares, but had little interest in growth. Lacking in resources, the village could never limit its reliance on the other villages. That's good, at least. For the most part, the gates keep the priests, bards, and drifters away, and so the next generations continue to pray to the ancestors. However, as the other villagers grow in power, the significance and the formerly richest village of the north dwindled. Aegidia never forgave the sins of her neighbors. Afraid to face her mother, she decided to leave the peninsula in the spring, forming a group of adventurers. Let's go, Aegidia, who were eager to save the innocent lives without pay. Aww, Aegidia, you the best girlie. She couldn't reverse the destruction of the steep house. Her noble deeds helped her spend her nights in peace. Aw, that's nice. That's nice. Steep House stood in silence, avoided by the caravans that cut the new path through the hunting clearing. Before it faded away, the people of Howler's Dell placed a humble stone statue of a tree torn by lightning on the paved square. While it expressed regret, they have never avowed their authorship. They should have. Oh, man, this is why history books are so important. Look at them. Look at these annoying. Look at these horrible betrayers, guys. Look at them. They won't own up to it. They didn't own up to it. Well, they put something, but that's to only make them feel good, I guess. But they should have made it a mass grave site. They should have made it. I don't know. I don't know if they should have made it into a mass grave site, or maybe they should have made it into like cemetery. You know, a huge cemetery in memory of something like that, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing that felt right to me for now. The tribe of Old Pagos lost many lives to the plague. And also the victims. They should also pay the victims. That's the thing. Gosh, sorry. The tribe of Old Pagos lost many lives to the plague, but the supplies brought to them by their friends from the Gale Rocks helped them overcome the harsh winter. Thanks to the revitalized trade routes, the locals returned to their craft, providing the essential materials to the now growing security to the northern roads and settlements. Their famous statues soon reached the houses in the city. The tribe kept their savings for darker days, but many years would pass before they felt hunger again. Tertius stayed in the village but rejected the further responsibilities of a leader, returning the power to the elders. She spent a few years patrolling the roads until, wounded by a were-badger, she became a combat instructor. Let's go! Quintus eagerly joined his friends at Pelt. His next few years were full of brave hunts and drinking. Oh my god, let's go. That's so nice. Until he mixed the two a bit too much, barely escaping a runner. With the help of his companions, he began his path towards maturity. Let's go. With the support of Holoven, the monks completed the library in the stone during the following century. While it was indeed visited by a few groups in the pilgrims, the monks' poor planning and distrust towards the city architects led to disaster after a violent earthquake. The mountain collapsed under its own weight, burying many souls alive. Oh my god! Goodness gracious. That's horrible. That's horrible, you guys. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I knew that I couldn't trust Hovloven, but this is crazy. This is crazy. The monks' poor planning and distrust towards the city architects led to a disaster after a violent earthquake. That's crazy. Let's continue. Orontius kept his word and steered clear of black magic, stepping into the background of the local politics. While he guided his neighbors spiritually, he no longer claimed to be a prophet. That's good. The people of the White Marshes were steadily growing in comfort, not only trading with the city folk but also offering their services as the guards to the caravans and travelers, gaining more from the journeys than they ever would from their usual soil. However, Helvis's short-sighted leadership hindered Hovloven's investments, and his tribe struggled long after his death. Helvius, what did we say? This is why I don't like Helvius, because he was so greedy. Helvius was so greedy. He's basically like Pyrios. So greedy. That horrible guy. So greedy. Look at the poor White Marshes. But at least I guess they're a lot better now. Tirsus upheld his longing for his family for yet another year until, without alerting anyone, he left to see the hermit in the southern caves and stayed with him for another few seasons. Let's go! Fighting the shame and resentment, he finally found peace in letting go of his past and found himself a new home in the distant wetlands of the south, where he was valued for his impressive talents and where his quirks were seen as harmless. Ah, at least Tirsus is good now. See? Aww. The caravans made all the difference to Foggy, who used the dragon bones to pay for supplies and help that were needed to build a proper wall. Let's go! A proper wall? Let's go! Let's go, you guys. Let's go. See, Foggy, I'm glad you have now a proper wall. When the first new buildings of her growing hamlet, first new buildings? That's amazing. While the exhausting combination of the running shelter and the building new structures finally stopped her aging heart, she spent the last 2 decades of her life being louder than ever, filled with goals and ambition. The place known as Foggy's Inn stands to this day on the bank of Foggy Lake, run by the tribes of the Creeks. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for Foggy. You guys can't believe how much I'm so happy for Foggy. Oh gosh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad about Foggy. More than anything. Foggy's my girl. Gosh, I'm so glad. Elon and, to the lesser extent, Civi were welcomed among the hunters, and after learning a few things from them, worked as inn trappers till the end of their days. Well, at least they're good. Thanks to the new supplies gained through the trade and the copper coming from the new mining hamlet, the children of the creeks grew strength and comfort. Let's go! The guild brought experienced tanners and furs markers with them, helping the locals mimic the techniques of the masters, but also discouraging by any ambitions and farming of fishing. After a decade, the village was completely dependent on purchasing from the outside. You stupid! You stupid! You stupid! I'm so disappointed! I'm so disappointed! Why? I'm disappointed! I'm so disappointed in the creeks. Why did they become completely dependent on purchasing the supplies from the outside? But managed to stick to its usual customs. That's pissing me off. You disappoint me, creeks. There's a reason why I didn't recommend Hovloven to you guys. What the heck? Ela quickly realized that keeping the roads safe was a much better way to earn dragon bones than selling his crooked chairs and tables. While he wasn't a fighter, he often joined the merchants and traveling the peninsula, exchanging news and suggesting new investments. In the meantime, he was gladly engraving the shapes of the animals on the cups and plates. Ephraim was shaken by what happened to his friends and spent a few years traveling with caravans, learning from other tribes about more efficient, disciplined ways of organizing hunts and foraging trips. While it wasn't easy for him to influence his family, his great efforts saved many lives of the younger generations. I'm glad for Ela and Efren, but like, girl, I'm really sad for the Creeks because they became completely dependent. Like, that's not good. They'll become poor in no time. The heck? Continue. The people of Gale Rocks needed a little after selling the excess of fish and salt. They received enough crops and tools to prosper, sticking to their familiar edge of the world. In the years to come, their days were good, and for the most part remained the same. Of course, I didn't expect more than from the Gale Rocks, honestly. Though with difficulty, the road leading to the heart of the forest was restored, maintained by the combined efforts and the local soldiers and the locals. While she was no longer by her tribe's support, Glossier refused to abandon her new target. The people of Howler's Dell, she bothered them for a few sessions, but once her supplies ran short, she got reckless and got caught by the village guards. She died with the sickle sword in her hand? Gosh, that's sad, Glossia. I was rooting for you to quit. Maybe I got a bad end for Glossia. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have ratted her out. That sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have ratted her out. Dang it. That's sad. That's sad. Let's continue. Eudocia agreed to do some work for the city folk, earning a great amount of luxurious wares. But since every request she got was a variation of making a weapon even more lethal, the burden of repetition started to push her to her limits. She was often tempted to reach for her snake bait. What? She was often tempted? Seriously, Eudocia? But instead, she found enjoyment while chatting with soldiers. Let's go, Eudocia. Garrisoned at the nearby tower, who often showed up at her pond after they spread the news that the enchantress wasn't, despite all the suspicions of a crazy witch. More people dared to visit her, including those from her own tribe. She died after many decades. Man. Not sure if she was happy, but free of the evil spirits that dragged her away from the people in the first place. Okay, I'm glad that we were talking about this before. I'm glad that Thais is gone. I'm glad about Eudocia, and I'm glad about Foggies. Those were honestly the endings I'm most worried about. I'm glad for Ela and Efren, but I'm really sad that they made the Creeks super dependent. That's really dumb. That's really annoying. And I'm also sad about Glossia. I don't know how I could have fixed it. Maybe I should have talked to Glossia a lot more and be like, hey Glossia, try not to get hurt or something, and try not to hold on to that grudge. Cephas of the tribe of the Green Mountain, worried that the growing presence of Safe Folk, decided to meet with the soldiers garrisoned at the watchtower by the eastern road, described the borders of the tribe's territory. Oh, okay, this one. I'm worried about them. I'm worried about the tribe of the Green Mountain. The tense negotiation would recur every once few years, at the point turning into an open conflict, but the officials struggled to beat the locals off their own land. Let's go! Don't let the colonizers colonize you again. Finally, the village in the mountains was left to itself, and the recent victory gave them hope that High Island might be one day reclaimed. Okay, that's good. Caribou, the Roadwarden of Sally, tried to get used to the routine of city folk. After a year of struggling to provide for their palfrey, they got hit on the road again, signing a new contract with the Merchant Guild. This time, however, they understood that they can't save the Dragon Woods on their own. Okay, so we died. The rider returned to Hag's Hills, aiding the tribes both north and south from it, helping them while putting their own efforts, well-being above safety of their sacrifice. After a few years with their palfrey too exhausted to continue their travels, they settled in one of the villages, spending the remaining lazy decades as a guard and a dear friend. Oh, wow. Okay, so we died. Gosh. So this is how we died, I guess. Man, I'm glad. I'm glad that we were able to get a sort of nice ending. I'm sad about Glossia though. I don't know how I would have saved Glossia. But I'm glad about everything else so far. At least I'm alive with Sally. End the game. Ah, that's good. That's good. That was good, you guys. Holy. That's good. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy about Roadwarden. I'm really upset though about Glossia, because we couldn't save Glossia. But we did a lot of things. Oh, let me quit Roadwarden. Quit. There probably has to be a way for me to save Glossia, but maybe I just did too quickly, made her quit too quickly. Maybe there was supposed to be let me switch here. Maybe there was supposed to be like dialogue in order to save her. Make her hopefully quit, you know, being completely a bandit. I'm honestly most disappointed with the ending of Glossia and the ending of the Creeks, because I can't believe that the Creeks became so dependent. Also, the monastery, but well, the monks, I don't know if it was deserved or um it's just it is what it is. You know, it was gonna happen. I don't know. Uh, Unfortunately, the poor planning really, that's really disappointing, because they could have saved the mountain if only they had better planning instead of just rushing it, or like better communication with one another. That would have been so much better. But I don't know. The monks are very uh headstrong in their ways, so I do understand what happened. But like, I don't know, you guys. I'm honestly the one that I'm truly like disappointed at the most was truly Glossia. I know that I could have done so much better with that. I could have done so much better with that, with Glossia, handling of Glossia. I'll tell you guys some of the achievements though before I end the stream that I got. Because I was surprised that there's like a 1.1% type of thing. So I got 29 achievements out of 43. That's a lot. That's a lot that I did not get. That's a lot. Too much of a good thing. Turns out to be done by 1.4 players. Also, let's see. There was another one that I saw. Too much of a good thing, by the way, is with the selling, with me keep on selling and selling and selling the health potions. Let's see. There was another one that I saw, but I can't remember where it was. Oh, there was another one. I can't see it right now. But I'm glad I didn't sell anything. I'm glad that I got all of Asterian stuff, and I'm also glad that I could like carve my name with the chisel. It would have, cause at first I was thinking of selling my things to the White Marshes. Well, not selling, but like giving away the Asterian's coat and chisel. Well, not coat or chisel. It's either coat or chisel, so that I could talk to Orentius. But I'm glad that I could talk to Helvius through the plotting of my girl Thais. My girl, wow, wow. I just like Thais though. Still, there's still a lot. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of achievements. There's 6 hidden achievements. Oh, that's crazy. There's 6 hidden achievements, and then the rest are like the ones I didn't get. The survivor survived more battles than most travelers. The explorer thoroughly searched every ruin they could find. There's something like that. Oh, then that means I didn't search for everywhere. Okay, that's crazy. The shortcut uncovered the entire road through the heart of the woods. There's more? There's more? I didn't know. The armorer became an expert in armor repairing. Oh, great wealth. I did not hit great wealth. I did not hit great wealth for sure. The bed connoisseur slept in every possible area. The gentle heart showed mercy to many beasts and animals. I did not do that. The breaker wasted no time in getting the right way. Ooh. Okay. Well then, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta nyo sa stream ko. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a very, very unusual day, especially for those who will watch this what's this called? Um the VOD, if ever. It's gonna be very strange to see to see the stream. But again, I can't stream on Tuesday because I got things going on. So I just decided to stream on today, and like I don't want to wait for what 2 weeks before I could go to the ending. So I thought it would be better to finish it off now than later. Anyways, yeah. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, thank you. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you. Goodbye, goodbye. Paalam. Bye-bye. Wow. Better.